two, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those vegan guys. I thank you. Hello, lovely people. Day 3 of my dieting vlog. Change of lifestyle, diary, whatever you want to call it. And yesterday was yet another good day. I had my shake, my slimfast shake for lunch, had my biscuit in the afternoon, and in the evening, because I'd been talking over the last 2 videos somewhere about Linda McCartney's vegan sausages, I decided to do, I've done this last week as well at some time, but with a tomato based sauce. I did mashed potatoes with sausages, but what I did with the sausages is a good tip this. So I got a box of Linda McCartney original sausages. I cooked them in the oven, and while they were cooking in the oven I sliced a red and a green pepper and a white onion, and I used a really small amount of extra virgin olive oil, probably about a tablespoon. Now normally I'd use 3 to 4 tablespoons easy to start off something like this. Fried up the peppers and the onions till they're softened and there was no residual oil, you know, kind of left in the bottom of the pan. Then topped it up with water, salt and pepper, really good squeeze of tomato puree, and then Bisto's extra special caramelised onion gravy powder, which yes is vegan and is a fantastic kind of sauce maker. So it was a tomato and caramelised onion gravy with sausages, peppers and onions and mashed potato, and no bread, not even one slice, honey. Fat me, who lives inside and, you know, sits down all day and eats and just says it's alright, it's okay, eat what you want, him was saying, get a slice of bread, ooh, slice of bread, sausage butter, mop up that gravy, and then you know, he was like, speaking through me, fancy a slice of bread, Jason? Jason was like, no, I'm alright actually. And then I was really glad at the end of the meal because I felt very satisfied. The meal was more than enough. It didn't need bread anyway. And yeah, all was good. All was good. I ended up doing 70 sit-ups yesterday and 20 press-ups, just like I said I was going to. And I'm going to repeat that process today, making the video quite late actually, just because it's been a long day, but I've managed to stay focused on the task at hand, which is to, you know, get fitter and healthier and get back into that kind of lifestyle. And I think that my thinking is changing around food already, because although this has been happening for about the last month, and I've been saying to Jason, I feel like I'm moving away from meat alternatives, as in I tend to have them quite a lot and always have done, both me and Jason have, and right now I think it's because I'm watching people, you know, like I mentioned yesterday, in particular Simnett Nutrition and vegans, who are always doing these fabulous things, you know, bowls of things that are just all fruits and vegetables and natural ingredients and sauces made with tahini and lemon juice, and I'm drooling, man. And I've said to Jason over the last month, it's really randomly, I'm craving vegetables and tofu a lot these days. That's a good thing though. That, you know, that's a really good sign. So my recipe videos may well change. I may do that kind of stovetop, because it's like a sausage casserole. I may do that as a recipe video, because that's actually reasonably healthy. You know, if you're not chucking loads of high fat spread into your mashed potato. We're on the Flora Light at the moment. I'm so glad that they brought out a vegan version of the Flora Light, because it's what I always had as a vegetarian. And then we went to the Flora Dairy Free when it first came out, and of course it's gorgeous. But the light, it's not bad, man. It's pretty good. Spreads on your bread, your crumpets, melts. It's good. It's good in mashed potato. So dinner last night was delicious. So yesterday, no bread at all. Normal day, Paul 2 weeks ago, 4 slices. 2 at lunchtime, 2 with my evening meal. Yesterday, none. Plus 70 sit-ups, plus 20 press-ups. So, you know what, I can't grumble. Can I? Really? I'm very happy with that. And I'd love to know how you're going on with your things. With loads of you have said, and please, people, pat yourself. You know, you make one phone call to make an inquiry about something that's going to benefit your health, or you make an appointment, or you have one less biscuit. That's something. That's what we were very much taught as health trainers. You know, congratulate the small changes, because they lead to a big difference. The small changes are what it's all about. You start with small ones, and then, you know, you keep them and add a couple more, keep them, add a couple more, and pretty soon you're the person that you wanted to be. And you still have your treat days, of course you do. It's not like, oh, I've got to, that's it for me now, just romaine lettuce and frozen peas. Oh, frozen peas, that reminds me, at the last minute last night, about 5 minutes before I served the mashed potato and the sausage casserole, I threw in some frozen peas just for a bit more green and a bit more variety of texture. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. And then today really was a revelation, because, and I'll just tell you for why. So I had the slimfast again for lunch, the mixed berry one. Is it mixed berry? Strawberry and blueberry burst it is. You see there, right there, that's the strawberry and blueberry burst, and that is the intense mint chocolate one that Jason got me today from Superdrug. It's on offer for £12, usually £15, which is why I'm doing this at the moment. Because I know a lot of people look down on stuff like slimfast, and I'm not a big like, oh yeah, I don't think that you should replace 2 meals a day with meal replacements. So I'm still having my breakfast in the morning, which is always something toasted and fruit, because I love that. And I'm only having these for lunch. And I will get to a point in the very near future, as I've said, when I am making my own shakes. But right now these are a brilliant convenience. So today I had the mixed berry one, and I've got my frozen fruit now. So it's a box of frozen fruit from Sainsbury's, and my niece picked me a bag up as well from Asda. But I used the box one today from Sainsbury's, which is £2.50, and it's got red currants and blueberries and blackberries and raspberries and strawberries in it. And I just grabbed a handful and threw it in the NutriBlend with the 4 scoops of slimfast and the 250 mils of water. Well, Betsy, oh my god, it was luscious. Because I've got a good handful of the fruit, and I thought, right, that's going to this is still a meal replacement, but this is going to boost it, because, you know, a lot more actual real fruit in there. Delicious. It was like a really thick milkshake, a really thick mixed berry milkshake with all the little seeds still intact, you know, because I didn't kind of blitz it until it was all smooth. And besides, you don't always get the seeds anyway, do you? The only thing I didn't do today that I kind of wish I had done is put in maybe a tablespoon of flaxseed. Flaxseed and linseed, the same thing, right? And but you have to grind it to get the nutrients out of it, which include omega-3 and 6. So I need to do a bit more research on that. I'm not sure whether a tablespoon is good enough and how it will affect the flavour of the shake. But I'm more than willing to put that in there to boost the nutrients and make sure that I get some, you know, kind of vegan specific, possibly lacking nutrients in there. My last cup of coffee of the day. This with a sweetener. So how's your day been? Are you managing to curb your cravings? Can I be honest with you? Can I be brutally honest with you? Today has not been a great day mental health wise. And even I still feel that there's a stigma attached to those two words, and I shouldn't do really, because, you know, having gone through the horror and had the stress and anxiety, it's something I'm very familiar with. And today's just been one of those days where I've been a bit down on myself because when all's said and done, I am unemployed at the moment. Jason's still working full time. Andy's out teaching at the moment. He's working his ass off. I have this crap hanging over me from my last job, which has kind of had me a bit fearful of applying for other work. And I need to get over that, but today's been one of those days where it's just laid very heavy on me. So, you know, ticks for small mercies. I've still stuck to my plan today. Haven't done my sit-ups or my press-ups yet. It's only 6:10. Jay's not going to be home now till about 8 p.m. and I'll have a lovely cooked meal ready for him. Well, he's not going to be home at 8. Finishes at 8, be home about past. Again, I don't know what I'm going to do, which is why I'm telling you on tomorrow's video what we've had for dinner tonight, and why I've told you on tonight's video what we had for dinner last night, funnily enough. Just while I have a little think about some things, have a look at my cat. Hi. Hi. Come here. Look at me decimated rosemary. Hello. Oh, if you're a wasp. Something's trying to get me. I don't like wasps. Don't mind bees, obviously. Pretty cat. Goodbye. She's a daft egg, isn't she? Just got her in the backyard before and then got chased in by what I think were a wasp. Either don't like me. Although a waiter in Greece slightly got me over my fear of them, because when you sit outside abroad, you know, there's often a lot of wasps, isn't there? And I kept jumping up from the table outside this lovely restaurant, jumping up Contessina restaurant in Sami, and I kept jumping up from the table, and this waiter was bringing food out to someone else, saw me jumping up, and just in his beautiful Greek accent, which I can't imitate, just shouted, "Wasp attack!" And it cracked me up laughing, and I really enjoyed the rest of my meal and didn't bother about the wasps. Funny how things work, isn't it? So yeah, today has not been a fabulous day mental health wise, and I know I've still got a lot of work to do in a lot of areas. I was still harbouring damage from 2 years ago, and then 2 months ago happened. However, you know, intrinsically linked. Gotta sort this before you can sort this. So I'm doing both at the same time, and I am very proud of myself, as you should be, for all my little goals that I've achieved. And you know, for the occasional day, or even for one meal a day in the short term, I do highly recommend slimfast. just very filling and enjoyable. And especially if you get the mixed fruit one and you mix, because I've been trying to think, what could I mix with the mint chocolate one, you know, that would be nutritionally beneficial to me. Frozen chocolate. But the frozen berries in the berry one, just outstanding. It's really delicious. So, good stretch of that chest. I do hunch quite a bit. Try and make myself sit like this sometimes with my shoulders back, just to, you know. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna finish this little bit of coffee. Give myself half an hour because I don't want a full liquid belly. I'll do my sit-ups and my press-ups. And I shall be back tomorrow with another vlog. Now let me ask you this, if you don't mind. I know that this is these ones are specifically to do with getting healthier and weight loss. But sometimes I do just feel like grabbing the camera and sitting having a chat, and it might be about world politics or family relationships or self-love or, you know, the dynamics of parents and children, or how it all starts with parents letting their kids chase pigeons in the street. It might be whatever, and then I think, no, you've got your channel and you're, you know, vegan / LGBT. That's what your channel is about, because you and your husband are vegan / LGBT. But you know, that's not it. That's not it. Which reminds me of something. Somebody said to me once years ago, "Are you proud of being gay?" And I said, no, not at all. Why would I be proud of my sexuality? I'm proud of me, and being gay happens to be a part of me, but so does a love of movies and being literally made of movies. Possible upcoming book. But I'm not proud of being gay. In the same breath, I'm not at all in any way, shape or form ashamed of it either. See, that's I go off on tangents. The facts are, yesterday went great. Let me just check what we're on here. Right, I just have to check the time is all. Yesterday went great, today went even better. Putting the mixed fruit in the shake was outstanding, and I wasn't wanting for anything after. No bread yesterday. It's all good. I hope to be a bit more chipper when I come and speak to you tomorrow. But do you know what I wouldn't ever want to do is be a fake ass. So when I've had a shitty day, I'll tell you I've had a shitty day. I won't be all, "Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's me, Paul, and those vegan guys. Hi." Because I'd just be like, no. Just no. Anyway, I've waffled on, haven't I? Yes, let me know in the comments below. Let me know in the comments below what you did for you today. Let me know in the comments below what you did for you today. Let's make that up. Kinda likes it. It were alright. It wasn't rubbish. Hello. Hello. Hopefully, if all's gone well, I've inserted a clip of you outside cavorting in the garden into this video. You okay? Yeah. Good. I'm glad. I'm always glad when you're okay. You pretty fox. Oh, you pretty fox. Sorry. I sis, I don't want to grab her. Oh dear. going off on a tangent again. So I'll let you know tomorrow what we're having for our tea tonight and how my exercises have gone and whether I've managed to push myself to do any more. Tomorrow's challenge for me is to go outside again and maybe even take the camera with me, although I'm not 100% sure about that. But I would like to get I would like to get comfortable with vlogging outdoors, you know, holding your camera up and just like I'd like to get comfortable with that, but it might be something I would do with Jason at first rather than on my own skis. So I will do a video tomorrow. Thanks for letting me chat to you again, and thanks for listening to some story about my battle of the bulge. By the way, I'm not weighing myself. I'm going to allow myself to weigh myself once a week, and I forgot to tell you this, I weighed myself last night at about 7 o'clock and I was 76.1 kilograms. Now the last time I weighed myself a couple of weeks ago I was 75.5, which is why I said that in the first video. No, I was lying. 76.1 kilograms. So I shall weigh myself next Wednesday and give you a report on that, but I'll see you tomorrow anyway. Thank you so much for watching. I'd like to apologise for waffling, but I'm not gonna, because I like it. Be excellent to yourself, be excellent to each other, and I'll see you next time. Lots of love.